Hi, I'm Jo, and it is Banned Books Week. Yay! I am excited about Banned Books Week. I don't know why I get so excited about it every year. Banned Books Week runs from September 27th, which was Sunday, until Saturday, October 3rd, 2015. It's usually the end of September every year. Banned Books Week was started in 1982 because there was a sudden rising in the amount of books being challenged and banned in public schools and libraries and even bookstores. So the purpose of Banned Books Week is to spotlight books that people are trying to ban and to celebrate our freedom to read whatever we want. I will put a couple links down below to bannedbooksweek.org and the American Library Association. Those websites both have a lot of information about banned books and books that have been challenged or banned. And the majority of books that are challenged are actually not banned. They are still on the shelves, and the reason that they're still there is because of the librarians and the teachers and the students and involved parents and community members that are fighting for our right to keep reading whatever we want to read. One of the reasons that books have been challenged at different high schools is just hilarious and ridiculous, and you're kind of like, I can't even believe you took the time to file a complaint because that's just stupid. Who are you? Now I am going to tell you the 10 most challenged books of 2014, which, by the way, the most challenged books are usually young adults, YA, and children's books, because parents are all, you can't have my child read that or whatever. And I got this list off of bannedbooksweek.org, so you can go there and check it out. The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman, Alexie. I did read this. The reason that this has been banned is because it is said to have been anti-family, cultural insensitivity, drugs, alcohol, smoking, gambling, language, sex education, sexually explicit, unsuited for age group violence, and depictions of bullying. So here's a book that is about a child that is bullied, and aren't our schools supposed to be all up in arms about bullying and anti-bullying, and they ban a book where the protagonist deals with being bullied? I don't understand that at all. This does have some harsh themes in it, and it was a fabulous book. I could see where you may not want your 8-year-old reading it just because it's above their head. Not that it's bad, it's just over them. They aren't going to fully appreciate it or understand it. Next, we have Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. I haven't read this. I actually borrowed it from the library and I had to return it because I didn't get time to read it. This has been banned because of gambling, language, political viewpoint, and politically, racially, and socially offensive. I believe that's the purpose of this book. To bring all those issues to light. It's a memoir. That really astounds me when memoirs are banned, because it's her life. How can you say her life was offensive? And Tango Makes 3 by Justin Richardson and Peter Parnell. This is a children's picture book. It makes it really dark when I hold that up, so I'm going to put it down here. This is a children's picture book about two penguins, and they have a baby penguin, or they adopt. I don't really know because I haven't read this. It looks really cute, and I've heard things about it. Anyway, this has been on the banned books list, or tried to be banned this year, because it is anti-family. It contains homosexuality, political viewpoint, and religious viewpoint, and promotes the homosexual agenda. It's a children's picture book about a family, about 3 people that love each other. I mean, so evil. So evil. The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I know I have read this, but I don't really remember a whole lot about it. But it is been challenged because it is sexually explicit, unsuited for age group, and contains controversial issues. That is one of the reasons why we read, to educate ourselves, so we can form our own opinions. And who gets to decide what is a controversial issue? Is it controversial just because it does not jive with what the person who is trying to ban it thinks? Like, what if it agreed with that person's views? Would they try to ban it then? Because, oh, there might be people that don't agree with me. I doubt it. Next is another children's picture book. I do not have it, but I have a book that is similar by the same author. It's Perfectly Normal by Robbie Harris. I have It's So Amazing, a book about eggs, sperm, birth, babies, and families. It says it is for ages 7 and up on the corner. I bought this for my children so they would learn in a suitable, easy to understand, cartoony way about life. How we get here. I got this when their aunt was pregnant, in case they had any questions. The reason It's Perfectly Normal has been challenged is because of nudity, sexual education, sexually explicit, unsuited to age group, and alleges it is child pornography. What? Oh my gosh, that is just about the funniest thing I've read today. Child pornography. Here, let me show you some of the pictures. Is it this? Is this child pornography? What? I mean, again, this isn't the exact same book, but I'm sure that the author is not going to completely change her style of drawing or anything. The next book on my list is Saga by Vaughan and Fiona Staples. This is said to be anti-family, nudity, language, sexually explicit, unsuited for age group. This is a graphic novel / comic book. I believe that it is sort of for the older teenage adult years. The next book on my list is Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Sorry, I'm not saying it correctly. The reason this has been banned or challenged is because of language, unsuited for age group, and violence. I don't really know what age group we are talking about. Was someone in kindergarten trying to read this? Yeah, if a 5-year-old shouldn't read this. Although if a 5-year-old could read this book, that is one talented 5-year-old and get them some good reading material. The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Chbosky. This is another book that I have not read, but it's very popular. This has been challenged because it is sexually explicit, unsuitable for age group, drugs, alcohol, smoking, homosexuality, language, date rape, and masturbation. Things that we should be talking about. Jaycee Dugard's A Stolen Life. This is a memoir. This has been challenged because they say it has drugs, alcohol, smoking, language, unsuited for age group, and it is sexually explicit. This is a memoir. This is a story about this poor girl was kidnapped and held captive for 18 years. And she lived. And she has a book about it, and she survived. And people are trying to get this taken out of libraries. I don't understand you people. What's wrong with you? And the last book I have, number 10 on this list, is Drama by Raina Telgemeier. I don't really know what this book is about. It looks like it's about a middle grade, probably like around 10 tween age years. The only thing it said on the banned or challenged book list was that it is sexually explicit. Those have been the 10 most challenged books of 2014. I have not read many of them, and I also find it sort of ironic that several of the books on this list were not even published in 2014. I don't know why that people are suddenly getting outraged about those. My next video will be about banned books that I have read, classic books that have been banned or challenged. And hopefully it will not be quite so long, but it might be. I'm not sure. I like to talk a lot about banned books. Don't tell me what I can't read. If you have read any of these books on this list, I'd love to hear what you thought about them down below. And there will be more discussion this week. Check back for more videos, and I will talk to you later. Bye.